Hey Pisces, how you doing? Welcome to Soul Vine. This is Jamie. As always, love connecting with you guys. We're going to check in with your energies and see what's going down as we wrap up the weekend. Or at the time of the reading anyway. So just remember, this is timeless and general for our Pisces sun, moon and rising are the dominant energies. So let's see what the main theme is going on and what you need to know. We've got attachment, thinking man, goddess of the moon, and adjacent possibilities. I'm feeling like I need to get one more. Let's do that. What else do you want us to know? Thank you, Spirit, for our Pisces. Okay, gave us two. Let's see what that is. The thinking woman. And we have angel of strength. Okay. Like the candle a tad. What is going on, Pisces? So it seems like there's a masculine here with this thinking man that is currently connected to you now, or feels attached to this connection in some way. And I feel like they're really looking at or trying to connect into their intuition right now. Goddess of the moon is like Venus energy, intuition, pulling in what it is that they are desiring. So if this is you right now, that you're in a space of creation, but one from a place of like wanting to lead something here, Pisces, I just feel like there's something about your intuition or what comes through and what actually transpires here may be asking you to look at something from a different perspective or different angle. Because you might be too attached to a specific outcome or way of something working. And a big part of manifesting is allowing and opening up for what it is that you want to attract in and giving it space to do what it needs to do. And in universal way, in God's way, not necessarily your way. And I know that's hard to hear sometimes, but it's just a reminder that I feel someone needs to hear. Interesting, we've got the thinking woman as well, which I just realized. So there's something about this masculine and feminine energy, because they take a bit of a different approach. Really interesting energy, because I definitely feel the two different energies here. So this might be something you might need to shift within yourself, or someone that you're working or dealing with. You know, just remember the power of masculine energy and the power of feminine energy and how they each have their own distinct magic, right, at the end of the day. And there's something here about that. But I just feel like there's a certain approach here, and just not being too connected to that, or the outcome, I should say, or how it's supposed to work. Just, I think, giving space to allow it to do the thing that it needs to do. And then you've got angel of strength. And I really feel that you're just supported here right now in whatever this is or whatever is next. Especially if you're losing a little bit of faith or questioning something working out here. There seems to be more to that aspect or to that element of allowing is what I feel here. All right, let's dive a little bit deeper and see what we need to know about this attachment energy. What do we need to know about this attachment energy? Thank you, Spirit. What? Okay. I did see the 9 of emotions pop up. It doesn't matter what story goes on. I feel right now there's just a lot of reflection, feeling, or a situation for a lot of the collective here. So with the 3 of voices, 5 of emotions, and page of voices, with this attachment energy. This could be something, like I said, that you want to work out a certain way. Perhaps it hasn't worked out a certain way. There have been some hurts regarding a situation that left you feeling like, just like sad, disappointed. For someone, potentially regret. And then we've got the Page of Voices. So I was getting a few different messages coming through regarding this, which was about some aspect here of not everything is what it seems. If you are, I think there's an energy that you're connected to, or like a specific person that may be on your mind, on your heart, Pisces, that I feel like they're just as connected and attached to this as you are, even though you may have felt maybe you feel that they don't care. Maybe you feel like this is just lost hope, lost cause. I think in some respects, someone here is really looking at something, watching something, assessing something, and kind of trying to figure out a strategy here is what I feel. Again, there's something about giving space. I'm not sure what exactly that is about. What do we need to know about this Page of Voices? Okay, gave us a lot here. I wasn't expecting that many. Yeah, I feel like there's some element here of someone needing to do some healing, or someone having some plans of working towards something particular here with this star energy. This is Aquarian energy, so I'm not sure if you're dealing with an Aquarian. And we do have the thinking man, thinking woman, which could dominate in Aquarian energy, being air energy as well. But in saying that, there's something here about someone's movements, movements forward. I'm not sure if someone's looking to go travel, go explore, go towards something, or looking at the distance between something here. But what I'm also recognizing is whatever someone is healing and working on, I feel a part of it is like choosing to do it alone and choosing to find a new sense of freedom and independence and strength in terms of what they're doing. But I also feel too that someone may want to come towards you because they don't want to, it's not necessarily leave you on your own, but I just feel like I'm hearing the word proud, like someone being proud of your strength, of your way that you amplify yourself in a really strong way, even in the hard times. Like, I think like there's a part, I'm just hearing proud of you, but I don't think they'll ever say that. And that could be part two of like, I feel someone knows you pretty well, Pisces, in different ways. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this in yesterday's reading, but I think there's a part of you that, like I said, is you give a lot, you show up a lot, and you've been through a lot. So you've done a lot of healing work over your time. Healing never ends, right? At the end of the day, we're always growing and expanding and healing. And there's something here though about they know when you're met with hard times, how you find a way to flourish in it versus sitting in it. And even though you might feel the depths of it, there's something here about that. And I'm getting, I don't know why, I'm just getting a little bit of envy energy, or wanting to know how you're actually doing or what you're feeling like. Someone is really wanting to know, like maybe questioning, did you move? Did you relocate? Something about your own way of being as you're working through this, because I think you and this person are both working through something regarding a connection, a separation, some difficulty or challenge. So I think you're both going through potentially some healing and working on new things, whatever this is. But I think they're quite curious how your journey is going, because they also know that you do pretty well when you are hit with difficult times. So I don't know. I hope you understand what I mean by that. I'm not saying this is easy for you if you're going through a difficult time and anything challenging, but I think there's also this amazing strength that you have. And I think people admire that, and some people are envious of that as well, because you make it look easy. The thinking man, what do we need to know? Okay, so we've got the Muse of Emotions, the Six of Materials, the Ten of Materials, wow, and the Queen of Inspiration. This is pretty bold energy. I quite like it. So it seems like someone's, again, is coming on in or really thinking about how to show care in this situation, to actually show up in a way that is giving, supportive. It's interesting. It's giving me the word fair. Again, the words that it's giving me is really interesting. To firm up something here. So if this is related to home, a family, or a dynamic like around the family or around your finances, there's something about that here. But I do feel it's a lot of also around someone's energy, the way that they show up. And I think someone is really looking at, you know, things from a bit of a deeper level than they have been. So I like that they're thinking about it, whoever is thinking about this, but it's also to how do I give and make things right? How do I make things work? How do I make things like fair? And I think fair, I don't know why if someone uses that word a lot, but it's something about being fair. They maybe felt like they haven't been giving as they should have to a certain connection or a certain relationship or dynamic. Maybe they didn't feel they contributed the way that they should contribute. Maybe they don't, if this is related to some form of work potentially, that they gave the way that they should be giving. But what I do feel is that, again, this person knows you and knows you well. And I just think there's some part here. So I'm just going to have a drink. There's some part here about them just knowing that you keep leveling up. You got the Nine of Materials and you got the Queen of Inspiration. The Queen of Inspiration is a very attractive energy. So I think they also know what drives you, what motivates you, what attracts you. So I don't know if there's something about this energy that's really looking at that and how to connect with you in that way. But there's definitely something here about someone being connected to you and really thinking about you. But it's interesting. I feel like they're in their head, but they're in their head about something to do with you. And I'm not sure exactly what this is about. Only you will, but it's really interesting. So the Goddess of the Moon, we've got the Devil energy. We've got the Eight of Inspiration. Let's get a couple more. Thank you, Spirit. Eight of Voices, the Hermit, and the Priestess. I just think someone, I don't know if this is someone being obsessed right now in a way like just thinking a lot about you. It's interesting that we've got the Priestess and then Goddess of the Moon. That's very intuitive, connecting into something, looking at something on a deeper level, but it's very introspective in terms of the way to connect in. But this could be some, I'm just getting a question of some concern about some way that things have been communicated in the past, or there's something about this Devil and attachment energy. I don't know if someone's having some realization about some unhealthy connection that someone may have had to something, towards something, about something. And maybe they really want to make a change. They want to make a difference, right? I can see here that someone may want to be doing things a bit differently and looking how to do that. Again, this could be you or the specific person that you're thinking about or experiencing right now. What I do, it's interesting because this Eight of Inspiration, again, feels like something about approaching or coming towards or wanting to communicate, but someone's really in their head. And they're going internal right now. They're probably quite alone and in their head, and are feeling like a little bit stuck on how to handle this and work through something. And maybe too, they know that you know something intuitively. And it's interesting too, because maybe this person, you had such a connected relationship that it's like you just knew always what's the right thing to say, to share, to support. And I feel, because this is your energy, I feel like they could be missing that as well. And again, there's some reflection here. Maybe they're trying to call you in. Maybe they're trying to attract you in. There's something here about that, that I feel is coming on through. What else do we need to know about this priestess energy? I've got the Ace of Materials. So there's definitely something being called in here, or something new that's coming on in, some offer, some opportunity, some blessing here that someone is definitely manifesting with this Ace of Materials. I don't know. I feel like someone wants to talk to you about something, Pisces. What do we need to know about this adjacent possibilities? See, again, we've got this, the Chariot. So there's something that's going to be moving forward with this 10 of Inspiration and this 6 of Inspiration. Super interesting. So what is this about? Again, it's like I just feel like someone's looking at something, how to go towards it, or how to just to move forward towards something. But also it feels like a lot. But what I like is that movement forward, even with this pressure, even maybe not being exactly sure what comes through from this, it seems like it's going to be a really great thing here. But for some reason, you're feeling a bit of pressure around it with this 10 of Inspiration. But I like coming on the other side as you push through it, as you work through whatever this is. I feel like this is a winning result with this 6 of Inspiration. So I'm not sure what this is, but yeah, and I feel like you're going to get some form of recognition here with this Page of Inspiration. Okay, it's given us a lot more, but we're gonna have a quick look at it, but I will put them back. So we've got the Emperor energy, the 3 of Emotions, 4 of Voices, 7 of Inspiration. Okay. So I feel like something's going to be celebrated here. I don't know if there's some work that you're choosing to do, or something, like I said, that you're pushing forward in with this Emperor energy and the 3 of Emotions. There's some news or something that's coming forward here around some form of success, or something that you do and you do well. You're being recognized for this, okay, with something that comes through, like an offer, an opportunity. So you might have something, like I said, with the connection that's going on in the background, but in addition to that, you're working on your own goals, you're working on your own things. But for some of you, it's like, in your head how you want something to work out, or how something's going to work, or something you want it to be. But I think there's a little bit of emphasis on it that kind of needs to let go and just go after it and just start doing it. And once you start doing it, there's something that's going to transform here. And it's like it gives space for the blessings to start arriving. And a part of whatever is arriving, I don't think is going to be what you initially expect. And the universe and God work in a beautiful way, guys. And we know this, but we've got to allow space for it to become what it needs to become. And even though there's a bit of pressure of moving forward in this uncertainty, there's going to be success on the other side. And someone then's going to want to come and communicate with you. I don't know if someone wants to end up working with you, or sees you as a person they can work with. Okay. In addition to that, though, it's really interesting about something about not celebrating, I feel, because it's like, in some part, I feel celebrating is going to be important, even though you may not feel like that. But I feel this is not a time to slow down or stop. Because you might think, oh, I got this success. Okay, great. And I can kind of chill for a bit. Or I don't need to celebrate it and keep driving the momentum. There's something here about it that I feel you're being asked to keep moving this forward. Don't slow down, okay? So I'm not sure who needs to hear that, but I think with whatever ends up taking off, this is not like, yay, I've done it. This is just the beginning, and this is not going to be a time to slow down, okay? And I feel that's really important for someone here. The thinking woman, what else do we need to know? Thank you, Spirit. So we've got the Knight of Inspiration and the Sun. Okay. What else do we need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Eight of Emotions. I like this. So it's like, again, you're getting some realization here, Pisces. There's something, I think, again, that you look at here with this thinking woman energy, and you start looking at things from a different angle, and you get really clear and honest about something. And I think there's a part too, because the Knight of Inspiration is passionate, goes after it, can be charming, and there seems to be something celebratory here and like swift. This Knight of Inspiration has a different energy, and I feel like your movement forward and the growth from this Knight energy is what's changing. It's like, you know, that the consistency is incredibly important, and the energy that you bring towards something is what makes the difference. You can see this. You're recognizing the force of this. And it's like, you know, the changes that you need to make to keep this success or keep moving something forward here. What do we need to know about this Eight of Emotions? You've got the Five of Voices and Knight of Emotions. So this is so wild. I feel this is like a totally different energy coming in. It's like a double a double opportunity here. I think there's a couple of messages. I think there's something or someone or a situation coming in that may want to connect. I don't know if you get into some conversation with someone, or there's an energy around you that there has been some challenge with, that wants to come in and talk about it. It's interesting. I'm getting a few different messages for people. I think there's someone here that is in the mix of something that you're doing, that you kind of, I feel, put a bit of a conversation around, and not necessarily end, but it's kind of like, you're going to let them know, like, you either need to show up in full or not, like, because you are doing well. It's like you've got this new strength and power within you, and you know what you want, and you know what's important. And I think you might share some truths with someone on the way that they show up, and how incredibly important it is for you and for the whole situation, whatever this is, that you need to show up fully. It's just not going to work. And I think you let them know, like, you might potentially go a totally different direction, or you don't want to go and do it with them. And I think this is going to wake up someone here, is what I feel. So I don't know if this is in a relationship, like what type of relationship. Obviously it's a relationship of some kind, but I'm not sure the dynamic of this, okay? But I just feel like you're getting some strength here. You're building strength. You're building momentum. There's two parts here of recognizing when you're in a certain energy, and when you keep doing the work, what shows up. And then there's also this part of like what you're not willing to accept anymore. And so there's a lot of power to you, Pisces, in this. Angel of Strength, what do we need to know? The Fool and the Death energy. I love it. See? I love this energy within you, holding space for yourself, standing up for yourself, because whatever that you're taking a chance towards, this is like creating, it's like you're shedding something here and stepping into a new version of self. What else do we need to know about this Death energy? So that was the Fool and the Death card, if I didn't say that. I love this. So there might be a point in time that you choose to, and the 10 of Emotions, great. There could be something here that you choose to just a couple of parts, like whatever you're transforming here, whatever changes that you, I feel like there's something that you're shedding on this journey. And maybe it's just an old version of yourself. And it's like with this Four of Voices, you get to take some time for you to really look at where you're at, what you've done. But I think there's a part of you that you're nurturing yourself. And I really like this. This Four of Voices, yes, is about taking time for self, but it's nurturing yourself, caring for yourself, supporting yourself. There's something very healing and just growing and awakening from this, because you might, and you know, when transformation occurs, I feel like this is like not an overnight thing, but the lead up to this, it's like you can finally breathe, and it's like you look at yourself in the mirror and you just know something has really changed in your world. It's like you recognize this with this Fool card and this Death energy. It's like you're not willing to participate the way you participated before. I think you recognize you might have been playing a bit small. You allowed people to have a little bit of power over you, and you're really stepping into yourself here. And we've got the 10 of Emotions here, okay? So this is looking at your and then the 7 of Inspiration. Beautiful. So there's something here that you're really stepping up into. You're very clear, I feel, on the direction you're going, the action you're taking, what you're willing to let in, what you're not going to let in anymore. And what matters to you. You're very focused on this 10 of Emotions, on wanting to feel really good in your own skin, really good on your path and direction. And I think you're very clear. Like I said, you're just not going to let certain people in anymore who don't vibrate to that, who don't bring that. And I'm super proud of you, Pisces, for doing that. What else do we need to know? And there you are. Like, you got big love. You've got big love. You know you have big love. You know that what you bring to the table, you're kind, caring, compassionate, but that makes you a strong person, not a weak person. And I think people are starting to see this strength in you in a new way, because you're finally choosing to speak up in a different way. You're just holding a lot more command and presence. It's like you've built some new confidence within yourself, and you're seeing what you're really capable of. So whatever's happening in this transformation, it's quite bold. And I feel this energy here that you were once attached to, or who's been attached, I don't know, I just feel like it's gone. So when I feel that energy is just gone, it's like that's what mattered to you at some point, but I feel like it's not going to matter much further down the track, you know? Either this person comes and arrives and presents on the path and journey that you're on, or they're just not coming on the journey, and you're making that call. You're making that call. You're, like I said, standing in your strength, which I love, Pisces. All right, let's get... I like my animal apothecary cards. Oh, self-love, self-worth, self-love, love, 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 love. That's so cute. Number 11 too. All right, let's see what Spirit wants you to know for your final advice and message. I like this transformation. I don't know what's happening, Pisces, but yes, let's bring it on. These cards are like so nice to deal with. Who prints them? Does it say? Whoever not the author itself, but the printer. Oh, it's a Hay House one. All right, what's the final message for Pisces? Oh my gosh, how many times do we get this card? The Inner Truth. This to me, as you guys know, I love the white owl, and this to me is like a totem of you are on the right path. But I'm going to read it because I know there's going to be a specific message. I feel no matter how many times I've read this, and this is number 7, that I still don't know the depth of the card until you read it again. Does that make sense? It's like I know this card is very powerful. So let's take a peek. Owl. Owl sees in the dark and knows what is not directly being shown. She is the master intuitive. In ancient Greek mythology, in ancient Greek mythology, owls sat on the shoulder of Athena so that the goddess would know the whole truth at all times. If you receive this card in your reading, it's a message that you have a deeper inner knowing and you can trust in this gift. Whatever guidance you are currently seeking, this card is a confirmation that the answer will not only come, but it will come from within. Al says it's okay to not always immediately know the right answer or what to do. Fear may arise and hide the truth of a situation from you, but you are being asked to sit in the confidence of your inner knowing. Patience is of the utmost importance. When you push and try to instruct your intuition to immediately figure out the answer, your intuition becomes strangled by your ego's control. All you need to know is that guidance will come. When and how it comes is none of your concern. Life will help you connect with your intuition to reveal the truth. Figure out the best path and do what is best for your growth and the growth of anyone else involved. Al's medicine shares that you do know the answer and it will be revealed at the correct moment. Relax and go do something else. And it's interesting too, because we do have the intuition cards twice. So I do feel, and I'm just going to say this, if someone is approaching you from your past or from a connection that was important to you at some point in time, that there was some hurts and whatever, I think there's some part of you that knows the truth of what went on, and maybe this person wants to share it with you. I just feel that a little bit in saying that, but also too, I feel a big part of you is that if there is something like a situation, a direction, a path that you think things have to be a certain way, I do feel like where it's saying go do something else is meaning like stop focusing too much on it. Allow is a big one, like allowing, give space to. And it's just asking you to move forward here. You might be a little bit obsessed, overbearing on a certain situation, and it's engulfing. Okay. It's not allowing it to breathe, to do what it needs to do. And I feel like once you kind of open space to that and just go a little within, it's like you're going to figure out what to do next. And this blessing then arrives with that. And it's like you go on this whole new path. So it's like there's a path here that's showing up. You got feelings around it. It's been felt, but something's really changing here and shifting here. So I'm not sure what it is that you're doing. I mean, it's part of the healing process, I guess, but there's some new strength that's coming on through, and you're definitely thinking about something, feeling called to do something, wanting to do something here, Pisces, for your life, for yourself, for some desire that you have. And I feel like Spirit's saying this is the time. So again, I'm getting someone is approaching you, wanting to talk to you around something. I don't know what that is. This could be this opportunity, but I think this is a catalyst. Something really wonderful is happening and working really beautifully in your favor. So these blessings are coming. So have fun with it. I like that you're getting really clear on what you're going to accept and what you're not anymore. And, kudos to you. You stepping into that power is like amazing. I'm going to leave that with you, dear ones. As always, love connecting with you. Connect with you next time. Bye.